Hey everyone, welcome back to Rewind GenX podcast with Matt and Allie.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Allie. And this week we are reviewing sort of a camp kind of parody comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 80s? I believe it's 80s.
Totally 80s.
Yeah.
87, I believe.
Okay. And if we love it so much, and Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Directed by
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
And co-written by Mel Brooks and starring Mel Brooks.
Not starring.
It's starring him. He's
in it.
He plays two different roles. His name probably shows up first because he's the biggest actor in there.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's a very involved man.
Yeah. I personally grew up watching Mel Brooks films. They were very popular in the 70s and 80s.
Is he like known for
comedy? Oh yeah, total. That's his whole shtick is comedy, and usually like silly comedy, campy comedy. Not with parodies per se, but a lot of parodies though. So some of his older films we'll just mention: History of the World Part 1, Young Frankenstein, which is a parody film of Frankenstein movies and horror movies in general. Blazing Saddles, parody of westerns. His movies were always very edgy, very campy, very funny.
I love the vibe. I love how they make fun of themselves, make fun of other things. I love how it feels.
Yeah.
It feels camp always, and it's so fun.
Yeah, and he was never afraid to like be on PC. For the most part, he got away with it because people knew that.
I think that like
he did
the way he does it is not like very inappropriate. It's just like very like
but like
poke fun.
Because people, his history and his relationships and his friends, and people know he's not a racist. People know he's not anti-Semitic. He's Jewish, so like he makes a lot of Jewish jokes and he makes some black kind of jokes. But like again, he's never been like. No, most people that I know of were never like, oh, so offended by him. I mean, I guess probably someone from today's audience might watch it and go, oh, that's terrible. But like back then, people knew who Mel Brooks was. They knew his character and they know that's not him, you know.
Much of his other work, but as far as this film goes, I really didn't find anything that would even be like that offensive.
Mm-hmm.
I think like there was one joke about like a Jewish princess. And I think that's the only thing that could maybe be found offensive.
Yeah, but again, he's Jewish, so like it was kind of like one of those things where like he can get away with it. But even like when they're combing the desert and they see the two black guys with a pick instead of a comb, like
I think black people would find that hilarious.
Most people did. Most of them did, you know. So it's all about context. And like I said, he's the kind of guy that most people knew who he was. They knew his character. They knew he was not a racist person. He always had friends of all colors and sorts, and that's just the kind of guy he is. Anyway, so we'll definitely give this some grades to start. Okay. You go first.
All right, I'm giving this a solid A. I love this movie. I really don't have many problems with it. I don't think it's a masterpiece like my A pluses, but it is so good. It's so funny. It's something I would constantly go back and watch. So it's solid A.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a B.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I like it.
Why?
Honestly, a lot of the jokes fall flat. Then a lot of them hit, and they hit funny. They're great. It's very, very similar to like I go back when I went back and watched Ace Ventura.
I think Ace Ventura is worse. I think this was way better. I think some of the jokes fall flat, but I think that like so many hit so well, you don't even like notice, you don't even care.
Maybe by the end I'll up it to a B plus rather, you know. But no, it's a solid B. It's a good movie. I'm not comparing it to not Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura as far as like quality or anything like that. I'm comparing it to Ace Ventura and like Wayne's World as well, where like. Yeah, like 20 years ago, this is definitely an A for me. Like Wayne's World was totally an A for me 20 years ago. But then when I watched it again as in my 50s, I'm kind of like, okay, it's more of a B, you know.
I didn't love Wayne's World.
But a lot of those jokes you didn't get.
True, but I think a lot of them also fell flat. And as far as Ace Ventura,
you're right.
I thought I was going to love Ace Ventura a lot more because I'd already seen it.
Yeah.
But again, a lot of the jokes were like, oh, that's not as funny as they used to be. They're like... So
there you go.
This, I thought a lot of the jokes are still really, really funny.
That's fine. You know, we're not that far off. You know.
Whatever.
So let's go ahead and show a quick
trailer.
Trailer, yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
There it is, Planet Druidian. And underneath the air shield, 10,000 years of fresh air. We must get through that air shield.
We will, sir. Once we kidnap the princess, we can force her father, King Roland, to give us the combination to the air shield, thereby destroying planet Druidia and saving planet Spaceball.
Everybody got that?
Spaceballs, the movie.
Princess Vespa spaceship within range, sir.
Good.
What's going on? It's either the 4th of July or someone's trying to kill us!
Now we will show her who is in charge of this galaxy.
If you do not give me the combination to the air shield, Dr. Slotkin will give your daughter back her old nose.
Only one man and his trusted companion can save planet Druidia from disaster.
Okay, Eagle 5, coming in.
Lone Starr.
First, they must learn the secrets of yogurt.
Yogurt? I am the keeper of a greater magic. The Force? No. The Schwartz.
Avoid capture on a distant planet.
Tell them to comb the desert, you hear me? Comb the desert! Found anything yet? We ain't found...
Battle the entire Spaceball army.
My hair! He shot my hair!
Holy.
And escape the clutches of Dark Helmet.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Abandon ship! Proceed to escape pods!
What the hell's the matter with this seatbelt?
When does this happen in the movie?
Give me ball!
Spaceballs.
And now we will get into casting call.
For sure, for sure. That's oh yeah, that's me.
That's you, yeah.
I forgot. That's
Yeah.
it's my shtick.
But there's not that big of a cast.
No, and you know,
and like you said, Mel Brooks is like a.
yeah. I mean, Mel Brooks is known for Mel Brooks movies.
You know what that reminds me of?
The ones I already mentioned.
When he plays like the double character kind of thing, and they're kind of like opposite. That reminds me of Austin Powers. I mean,
yeah,
like, you
yeah,
know, like
you're right. Yeah, he's playing the hero and the villain,
I think that's so funny.
and that's what Mel Brooks was doing. Yeah, he's playing Yoda and the Emperor. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Is
so
it Dr. Evil or Mr. Evil?
Doctor Evil.
Okay.
Bill.
$1 million.
Yes.
Sorry, I love Austin Powers.
So yeah, I was right about the film being
87?
87, yeah, and so you know, it just occurred to me I forgot my notes.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go over the cast first, and then I'll real quick grab the notes.
Okay.
So Bill Pullman is the star of it. He was pretty much an unknown when he made this. He plays Lone Starr.
I don't know if I've
He's-
seen him in much other. I mean,
Yeah, I know for you he's still kind of an unknown.
he's still an unknown. I know
Yeah.
him from this, and that's about it. But
So he has a small role in Ruthless People in '86. Then he was in this. He was in The Serpent and the Rainbow. It's a kind of like a horror movie. And let's see, The Accidental Tourist. Never saw it.
there's kind of
Honestly, Going Under.
Know.
It was a comedy.
Oh, I know Newsies.
All
'Cause
right.
I love theater.
Yeah.
I've seen Newsies. It's like the 92, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
92?
Yes.
Yeah.
And A League of Their Own.
don't know that
That's a
one.
big movie that he's in. He was in Singles. Small role. Sleepless in Seattle. So yeah, he was in Wyatt Earp. Sorry, he was Ed Masterson in Wyatt Earp. Forgot about
So he's
that.
done a couple small things here and there, but I
Yeah.
don't know any big
Casper.
names
Yeah.
here.
And,
Independence Day?
Lake
That's
Placid.
Well, I know the place.
Oh yeah, Independence Day. He plays the president. Yeah, he's the president in Independence Day.
Okay.
That's a pretty
I haven't
big
seen
role
that,
for
but
him.
I want to see that. We
Yeah,
should-
that's definitely one we
we
got to
should do
do
that.
for sure.
Also, Austin Powers, just because I just thought of it.
Lake
I don't know.
Placid, fun movie. He's great in that, and yeah, he still works today.
Does he?
Yeah, let's
Couple
see, he's
things.
doing some stuff.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
yeah,
And, wow, great way to shout it out.
he's coming
Spaceballs
back.
2. We're going to watch it.
Yeah, and 2027. It'll be
Yeah.
the 40-year anniversary.
That's so cool.
Wow, 40 years. And next year, when this comes out, Mel Brooks, God willing, fingers crossed, will be 100 years old. He's 99 right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty crazy, huh?
That is really how old? So if he's gonna be 100, then he was what?
60.
60 filming this.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. John Candy as Barf, and who's a Mog, half man, half dog, and Lone Star's partner. He's obviously a parody of Chewbacca.
I loved Barf.
We've done John Candy's filmography.
Many times.
He's beloved. Of course, you mostly
Just
know
go over
him.
super big things.
Yeah, like he was Stripes, Vacation, Splash, Brewster's Millions. Volunteer, Summer Rental, Little Shop of Horrors, Armed and Dangerous, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which we've already.
Dad, what was he in Little Shop before?
Just a cameo.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, he's like a radio DJ.
Okay.
The Great Outdoors, Who's Harry Crumb. So yeah, he's Uncle Buck, of course, another huge one.
Movie.
Love it. Yeah. So yeah, he's great. We love John Candy.
So
We're
funny.
big fans of his, and he's terrific in this. Daphne Zuniga. She was not terribly well known when she made this, and her career did not take off all that much. She did small things, TV as well. So she was in, movie wise, Gross Anatomy. She was in not a lot that's famous, at least. So she was mostly known for television, I would say. She did some of the classics like Family Ties before this, but then after this, she was in Melrose Place for like 112 episodes. She had a major role on Melrose Place. That's what she's mostly known for. And then she was in a couple episodes of Spin City. Yeah, just a lot of television. She's yeah,
at least she works.
She works. She just keeps working, and she's coming. She also is coming back for the sequel, along with Bill Pullman and Mel Brooks. Unfortunately, John Candy has since passed away, so he will not be back for the sequel.
Fly high.
And then we have Rick Moranis as Lord Dark Helmet.
I personally believe this is who I'm most excited to see back.
He is coming back after
he has
30
had a hiatus of acting.
30-year hiatus. And we both agree.
I love Rick Moranis. I believe he is so funny. I think he's criminally underrated in the world of comedy. And I'm so excited for him to come back.
So excited. And
I love Little Shop of Horrors. All the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movies. I used to watch them so much when I was younger because I just loved Rick Moranis.
So good.
He's so good. He's great.
He's the MVP of this movie.
He has to be.
He's so good.
Nobody else.
He carries this whole movie. I mean, John Candy's a close second because he's wonderful.
He's funny. He's always funny.
He's always wonderful.
Rick Moranis.
But Rick Moranis,
this movie
he's so into this role.
So
you could tell he loves this role.
And I would
and
too.
It shines right through.
It's so good.
Yeah. So I got to know him first and foremost as a kid from a movie called Strange Brew, which is a movie based on some characters from SCTV that he was on with John Candy. But yeah, at Strange Brew, it's like a couple Canadian guys who like to drink beer all day, and it's like such a stupid, silly movie about beer. But I remember liking it a lot as a kid and thinking it was hilarious. I'm sure if I watched it now, I'd be like, oh, this is terrible. But yeah. I'd still probably love it anyway because he's in it. And he's so great as Bob McKenzie. It was Bob and Doug McKenzie. They're so great. Okay, your hoser, if you know the movies, you know my references. If you don't, you're probably looking at me like I'm funny. So anyway, the movies you already mentioned, Ghostbusters, of course, 1 and 2, and My Blue Heaven. We got to do that one day. It's so good. Him and Steve Martin are such a great team in that.
I love Steve Martin
it's so fun.
We'll do that soon.
Rick Moranis is like the straight man in that, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Steve Martin is the wild one in that movie. Yeah, he's the straight man. He's also a straight man in Parenthood, also with Steve Martin. Of course, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Who's Barney Rubble in the Flintstones, and he's been. And
then he stopped.
Yeah, he did some voice work in Brother Bear and Brother Bear 2 in 2003 and 2006, and he hasn't done anything since then. It's been 30 years since he's done anything, or 20 years rather since he's done anything. But as far as
he's done real acting, and 20 years.
1997 was the last real acting he did, and Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves in 1997. So it will be 30 years since he's on screen.
Wow.
When Spaceballs 2
And
comes
we're
out.
so excited.
We are very excited. So I think that's it. Joan Rivers is the voice of Dot, the C-3PO, spinoff, whatever, or whatever. I know you're not familiar with her because she passed away a few years back, but she was a comedian, female comedian, very popular. She used to always guest host on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. And she was very funny. She's a real pioneer for female comedy. Or just comedy in general. She was always very funny. Anyway, I keep looking at the screen. I just like to do another shout out to my buddy Jack's company, Wrapped in Jesus. I'm wearing one of the hats. And Wrapped in Jesus, they have their own website. They're on Amazon, the whole deal. Great clothes, very good quality. And so shout out to Wrapped in Jesus and my boy Jack.
Shout out, Jack.
It's a passion project of his, this company. And it's like about all I wear now is like his clothes or my clothes from church, or of course my movie parody clothes, my pop culture t-shirts. Yeah. I was gonna have a love for pop culture in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, it's never going away.
All right, so let's take a little break for you to go get your notes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Guys, we're back.
All right, guys, we're back. Yeah, Allie's munching away a little bit, having a snack. Oh, by the way, we have a new sponsor. It's Sprite. So they're paying us a small fortune to sponsor.
All right, anyways.
I'm just kidding. Nobody's sponsoring us.
All right, let's go. Let's go straight.
You have to have an audience to get sponsors.
Let's go straight into the synopsis.
Yes, but before we do that, ooh, that hurt.
What else?
You ever swallow like too hard and it hurts?
No.
No? Just me?
Just you.
Ow. Anyway, I just want to point out that this
stats.
is crazy. On Rotten Tomatoes, is only 52% for critics' reviews. Like,
critics are idiots. We've been knowing this.
Yeah, and then audience score is 83%.
Obviously.
Obvi, right? That's what they say now?
Nobody says that.
And then this had a $22.7 million budget, and it made $40.3 million at the box office. But I'm sure it made a lot more on home video and cable. But,
yeah. All right. So let's go over the synopsis because I'm sure you're all wondering and waiting. Because this is the best part. It's my section.
Yes. But I'm going to be chiming in, I'm sure.
Yes, as you always have to. In a galaxy very, very, very far away, the ruthless Spaceballs, led by President Scroob, have squandered their planet's atmosphere. Desperate for oxygen, Scroob hatches a plan to steal it from the neighboring planet Druidia, which is, I guess, kind of copying from Droid and well, I don't know what planet it's supposed to
I think they probably named it Druidia so they could call them druids and then make the Druish princess joke.
Oh, I thought it was meant to be a droid.
No, that's not it. But it's a lot like Earth, or I guess for it'd be Alderaan for the Star Wars version of Alderaan.
Right, I was thinking maybe they took the name from a Star Wars thing and changed the letter.
No, but I have to point out that this is such an 80s movie that the plot line is about the squandered precious atmosphere. It's just very reminiscent of a typical 80s scare of the ozone layer being depleted. RoboCop has the same stuff. They're
people thought we were gonna run out of oxygen.
I guess they saw if they found a hole in the ozone layer above Antarctica.
Well, yeah.
And I assumed it was because of carbon emissions. I don't think anyone really knows. And I don't think even.
I thought that was the whole point.
Here's the thing. And don't get me wrong.
No. We're not, guys. Yeah. So before you say anything stupid, we're not debating global warming here. Shh. Okay.
Every decade has some sort of an environmental scare. The 70s it was acid rain. The 80s it was global warming, and then the 90s. I'm saying the 80s was the ozone layer. 90s was global warming, and then in the 2000s that changed to global change, or climate emergency in the 2010s. I mean, it's okay. So I'm not denying anything.
You sound like a conspiracy theorist.
I'm just saying that there's always some sort of environmental scare going on in every decade. And if you've lived through all of them, you kind of start getting a little like.
Well, why don't you ask the polar bears? Okay, so moving on.
Yeah. Guess what? The glaciers are still there. So are the polar bears.
Actually, they're depleted. Have you seen recent pictures of the polar bears?
Yeah, no, it's a lot of hype, and I'm sure it has nothing to do with money or power or.
All right. Anyways, this is supposed to be a fun podcast about a fun movie.
It's
So
fear. Let's just say fear sells. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
They love to have the masses
You
scared.
actually sound like a conspiracy theorist. You sound so silly.
Okay.
Okay. On.
Again, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Okay. You don't hear anyone talking about the ozone layer anymore, do you? No.
Talk about what?
The ozone layer anymore, do you?
Yes. Yes, we do. Like all the time.
No, we don't.
That's like the whole point of global warming.
That's not true. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Okay. It's a very 80s thing, but the ozone layer and all that stuff. It's
Right.
Very, very 80s. Okay.
Okay. On Druidia, the spoiled Princess Vespa flees an arranged marriage. Oh wait, I forgot. I skipped over a part. No, I didn't. I was right.
Okay.
On Druidia, the spoiled Princess Vespa flees an arranged marriage to the narcoleptic Prince Valium, having already rejected all other suitors in her search for true love.
Do you get that joke, by the way?
Valium?
Yeah.
Isn't it to sleep? And he's always sleepy?
Yeah, it's a sedative.
Yeah.
It's
He's like always sleepy.
Yes. And a lot of like upper class like yuppie women were on Valium a lot in the 80s.
Why?
Because pharmaceutical companies are always pushing drugs on people, and that's one of the things that was getting pushed a lot in the 80s.
Like, what did they do for
like
them?
opioids in the 90s and early 2000s.
Like opioids are like deathly.
Yeah, well, I mean, this could be too. This is a controlled substance. You could absolutely die from Valium. So
Yeah, what does Valium do for you? I don't get it. Like, why would ladies be on it? Like, just cause? I thought it was like.
It's a sedative, and so like yeah,
it just helps you relax.
Relax, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And yes, you can go to sleep on it too. But yeah, it's. I think Valium is now it's been rebranded as another name. It's not called Valium anymore, but still around.
Okay.
It's another generic. I mean, anyway, let's just move on. Okay.
I think we've already ranted enough. Meanwhile, mercenary Lone Starr and his half-man, half-dog, his Mog, companion Barf, are contacted by crime boss Pizza the Hut, who demands repayment of a 1 million space buck debt.
Yes, and you got the joke about Pizza the Hut, right?
No, what is it?
Pizza Hut is a famous
yes, all of you
pizza restaurant. Okay. I didn't know because you don't see Pizza Hut a lot anymore, so I didn't know if you were.
No, I ran
Okay.
Pizza the Hut and then Jabba the Hut.
Okay, well that I know you got, but like because Pizza Hut. That's
I got it.
Okay, all right.
I love how as he's like talking, like the food is like falling into his mouth. He's like eating himself, and like his like sidekick is like also like eating him.
Yeah, you're delicious, boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny.
King Roland of Druidia offers Lone Starr the same amount to rescue Vespa and her droid servant Dot.
Played by the lovely Dick Van Dyke, who I didn't mention in casting call.
Oh my gosh, he's in Mary Poppins.
Is he? He was also in 8 is Enough, a famous 80s TV show.
Wait, I think he's in Mary Poppins.
Maybe. No, you're thinking of Dick Van Dyke.
What did you say?
No, it is Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of...
I'm thinking of the guy who plays the chimney guy.
No. That's different. Different actor. That's
Dick Van Dyke.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. I think Dick Van Dyke is the guy in Spaceballs and 8 is Enough. I could be wrong. I might be getting it mixed up. No, Dick Van Patten.
Dick Van Dyke played the iconic chimney sweep.
You're right. Dick Van Patten is the actor who plays King Roland, who is from 8 is Enough and many other things. Dick Van Patten. My apologies.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyways, since I'm always right, King Roland of Druidia offers him the same amount to rescue Vespa and Dot. Aboard their Winnebago RV, Spaceship Eagle 5, Starr and Barf rescue the pair just before they are captured by the Spaceball ship Spaceball 1, commanded by Colonel Sanders and Scroob's enforcer Dark Helmet, who who wields the mystical power of the Schwartz. However, Eagle 5 runs out of fuel, forcing Star to crash land on the desert moon of Vega. So I love the fact that she drives like a Mercedes and like jet or something. I think that's so funny because it like reinforces like the spoiled princess thing.
100%.
I think he's
so
like,
good.
and I love this detail too. The king is like, oh, like try to save the car if you can. Like it's oh my gosh, it's so funny.
And I want to throw this in there. So Michael Winslow is in this, and he was very well known at that time from the Police Academy movies. And I just got to say, while his noise-making shtick, I didn't think it was all that funny in the Police Academy movies, and it's definitely lost its humor by the time this comes around. And it was kind of funny in the first Police Academy movie.
I didn't watch the
but I
Police
guess
Academy.
for you who had never seen any of the Police Academy movies, seeing it for the first time in this, it's mildly humorous.
I don't think it was like a ha ha ha, but it was like a oh, that was like a.
And I don't have anything against Michael Winslow. I think he's an okay actor. Like he's fine. In the Police Academy movies, he's fine. His character's fine just the way it is, but without having to do all the noise making stuff. But like, that's his shtick, and I guess that was funny to a lot of people, just not that funny to me. And I think by the time this movie rolled out, he'd already done like 3 or 4 Police Academy movies, and the whole thing was played out.
Got you. Yeah. Okay. It was okay. Like it was funny, but it was
all right.
But anyways. The four wander through the scorching landscape, with Star and Vespa exchanging barbed remarks and mutual attraction.
Yeah.
They cannot act on their feelings, however, as Vespa is duty-bound to marry a prince. And, like, Dot has, like, this thing right here, and it's, like, she's sleeping, and, like, all of a sudden,
before they're
like,
about to kiss?
and, like, but, like, lits up, like, virgin alert, like, it's...
Yeah, her virgin alarm, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
alarm, sorry,
yeah. Pretty funny. Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah.
That was cute. I just got to say, and I just want to throw it out there. I mean, the 2 greatest actors in this, Rick Moranis and John Candy, were both on SCTV together, and SCTV just cranked out some of the greatest funny men and women of their time. And those 2, as well as Eugene Levy, you would probably know from the American Pie movies, as well as
American Pie.
He's the dad. He's Jim's dad in American Pie. I think you only saw one movie, but anyway, he's really, really funny. And of course, I would say the 3rd most talented, or in the top 3, right there with Rick Moranis and John Candy, is 100%. Rest in peace, my love. You were beautiful as you were hilarious, Miss Catherine O'Hara. Oh, she's so lovely, and I was such a fan of hers. She was so good on Schitt's Creek. So funny in that. I mean, she's good in everything she does. She's so great.
Yeah.
God rest her soul. But she also came from SCTV, and what a great band of actors and comedians they were. So we want to get that out. Sorry. Yeah. I know you don't get it because you don't have the love I have, because you didn't grow up raised on this stuff. But like,
I get it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They collapse from the heat, but are rescued by the Ding Dings, and I love the Ding Dings. I think they're so cute.
I remember you asked me, are they supposed to be the Jawas or the Ewoks? I'm like, clearly they're Jawas.
No, I was just simply asking because Jawas are not kind like Ding Dings are.
True.
Jawas are like scavengers, and Ding Dings are like, hey, let's take you to our master.
You're right.
So like that was a very Ewok action. Like,
well, it's probably a little bit of both, and I mean, they're definitely more Jawas than anything because they look like Jawas, but they're also a play on the 7 Dwarves as well, because they're actually singing they're singing the ding 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 ding. But I think their friendliness is like 7 Dwarves.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. A group of robed diminutive aliens and taken to the hidden temples of Yogurt, which is a play on yoga. I mean, Yoda, I think.
Yes, it is.
Okay. A wise sage who breaks the 4th wall to shamelessly advertise Spaceball merchandise. And I thought that was so funny.
Funny.
I want to buy, like, Spaceballs the toilet paper, Spaceballs the sheets. Like, I just think that's so funny.
Spaceballs the flamethrower.
Right.
The kids love that one.
Very popular with the kids, yeah. So funny.
You know, it's probably in the fun facts, but George Lucas absolutely loved the script. He loved the movie.
Spaceballs?
And
Really?
yeah, and he gave Mel Brooks, when Mel Brooks brought it to him, George Lucas said, "You absolutely have my blessing to do this movie, make fun of Star Wars as much as you want, parody anything you want. There's only one rule I have.
Mm-hmm.
No merchandise. No Spaceballs merchandise."
Why?
Because that's his thing. Like, he makes the money off the Star Wars merchandise.
So they actually didn't make any of it?
No.
Oh.
No.
I'm sure I can still find
You
some
could
of it.
probably find a Spaceballs t-shirt on Amazon or something, but like, it's definitely not like, I don't think the movie studio that made Spaceballs is the one producing that. It's probably someone just doing it on the sly.
I'll find some.
But no, they weren't allowed to do any merchandise on it.
I guess that's why they made the joke.
Yeah, for sure. And that's where the movie. And like I said, back, and we probably did this when we did Star Wars, but back when Star Wars came out in 1977, like, nobody made money off merchandise from movies. Like, it was not a thing at all. Star Wars started that, and George Lucas, he had the foreshadowing to know it was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
And when he took the deal with the studio, like, he took almost no money to write and direct this movie. Like, it was a very small salary he took to write and direct it. But he's like, two things. One, I want a percentage of the movie points. And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And because they didn't think it was going to be a big hit. He goes, and he wanted to keep the rights to Star Wars. Like, it was his baby. And he wanted the rights to all the merchandise. And their studio was like, yeah, whatever, sure. And then they were regretting it the whole rest of history. Yeah,
because there's so much Star Wars merchandise. There's Star Wars everything.
Billions. He made billions off of Star Wars, and then he sold Lucasfilm to Disney.
That's crazy.
For like $4.5 billion, I think, or something crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Smart man.
Worst decision ever.
On the studio's part, for sure. Yeah.
Yogurt guides Lone Starr in using the Schwartz, using a ring to channel its powers. He also deciphers Star's medallion, found with him as an abandoned baby, but withholds its meaning. Unable to locate Princess Vespa, Dark Helmet and Sanders watch a VHS copy of Spaceballs and skip forward to in the film to find her. I think that was really, really, really
That's
funny.
kind of funny. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Is it happening now? No, it's now. Right now? No. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that whole bit is definitely a bit of a who's on first kind of a shtick, It's an old Laurel and Hardy shtick, where. Anyway.
I know who's up first.
Okay.
I'm hip.
You stole that from me.
That's your line.
That is my line. But the funny, the whole funny thing is saying I'm hip is like, if you're saying not, I'm hip, you're not hip. Yeah. I know. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Anyways, on the moon, Helmet uses the Schwartz to impersonate King Roland, tricking Vespa into revealing herself.
That's the funniest part of the movie.
Probably,
you and I quote that whole.
I think that's second.
Second funniest.
You know what the funniest part is, and we'll get to it.
So okay, we'll get to it. But
I
love it. I love it when you love it when he says, "What I like."
Vespa, it's me, Daddy. Is that really you? Yes, of course. Would I lie? And you can see like the characters like
his eyes go this way because would I lie? And then when she falls in, and my favorite line is, "Fooled you."
It's hilarious. It's because it's so childish. It's so like.
It is so childish. Oh, you're right.
You know what my
No, you're right. That's the funniest part of the movie.
Is the funniest part.
And I have notes on it right here.
So, anyways, she and Dot are captured and taken to Spaceball 1, while Starr and Barf. I don't know what this means. It says gift chase. I'm assuming it means space chase after them.
Yeah.
What a terrible way to say that.
It's a saying. It's a thing.
Clearly not.
It's a legit way to say it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Helmet extorts the shield code from Roland by threatening to reverse plastic surgery on Vespa's nose, which was really funny because obviously it's another spoiled girl thing. Like it was her 16th birthday present, like a nose
Yeah,
job, like,
for sure. I have to say,
and also like
go ahead, sorry.
the code, like it's
Oh,
like
that's
1, 2,
funny.
3, 4,
5.
and
yeah,
oh yeah, and he's like, that's something like an idiot would put in their luggage, and then the president's like, it's my luggage code. Like that's really funny.
That's very funny. And also, I failed to mention this. When they go to they go to Plaid, like, warp speed or whatever, and they go to and then they stop, and Dark Helmet goes flying and smashes into the wall, and then he gets up and his helmet's like smashed in, and his personality completely changes. All of a sudden, he's acting like Lewis from Ghostbusters, where he's like, oh yeah, oh okay, and he's like, he goes. And you're like, sir, are you all right? He's like, yeah. How you been? He's like, smoke him if you got him. He just passes out. It's like a complete opposite of to his personality, because he's like, so. I just thought it was very funny. And again, for me, almost like that was probably in the top 3 funniest parts of this movie are all Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
Him doing that. And then him doing the whole. Actually, I guess that was actually Dick Van Patten no, it was Dick Van Patten that says, "Would I lie?" But it was Rick Moranis.
Technically,
but
yeah.
it was Rick Moranis that says, "Fool you." And then it's Rick Moranis who has the funniest part of the movie, which we'll get to in a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Helmet, extorts the shield code from Roland. Mm-hmm. And then Starr and Barf infiltrate the planet Spaceball prison. But before this, because it doesn't talk about that part.
Yeah.
We have like a little scene of Dark Helmet, and he has these like figures, right? Figurines of himself, Vespa, Lone Starr, and Barf, I think. Mm-hmm. And he's like playing with them, right? Like as if it's like in his real life. He's like, oh, Lone Starr, I'm here to save you, and he's like, no, you're not, and like. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Hey, get away from my girlfriend!
Right, it's so funny because it's literally
somebody knocks him over.
Like a little kid playing with dolls, and it's
so funny. And
it's hilarious.
From what I heard or read, the whole thing was
sure it's improv. Of course, it's Rick Moranis.
It's so good. He's so funny.
It's so funny.
He's like, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Ooh, your helmet is so big. He goes, and you know it too. He says like, because Jewish girls are often attracted to money and power, and I have them both, and you know it too. He's like so funny.
It's really funny.
Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's like it makes me cry every time I watch that whole scene.
So funny.
And then the Colonel Sanders walks in.
He's like grabs it. He's like, knock! I told you to knock.
He's like, sorry, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again, sir.
It's really good.
So funny.
But obviously the synopsis doesn't cover that. But so they infiltrate the prison and they rescue the captives. Mm-hmm. But then the Spaceballs, like the bad guys, I guess a stormtrooper version of Spaceballs.
Yeah.
They capture them, and they're like, "Finally, we got you, right?" And he's like, and then they turn around and you see, like, these aren't the guys. It's their stunt doubles, which is like so camp. It's so like
so great.
It's so good. It's so good.
And if you've seen a lot of 80s movies, like they've gotten way better at this in movies in the 2000s, but the 80s movies, they're pretty sloppy. They're pretty sloppy with the stunt doubles. Like I think I mentioned it before, especially in Beverly Hills Cop. There's one part where Eddie Murphy's character throws a guy over a buffet. And then when you like watch it, you're like, whoa. That guy looked like Bubba Smith from, Bubba Smith was a famous football player who was also in the Police Academy movies. And he's known for being like a giant. He's like this big black guy with a big handlebar mustache. And, like Eddie Murphy's like probably 5'8", 5'9". And like all of this giant dude, like Bubba Smith throws the guy. Like that's supposed to be Eddie Murphy's character. Like it's so bad. It's so ridiculous.
But... and then they were able to escape in Eagle 5. So, but they already had the shield code. So, Spaceball 1 transformed into Mega Maid, which is like a robot maid with a big vacuum that is supposed to vacuum Druidia's atmosphere.
And it's a play on Transformers.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought so. Well, I mean, I thought it was like a Transformer, but I didn't know that was a thing in the 80s.
It was not yet a live action film, but it was most definitely a cartoon.
Okay.
And the toys were very popular back then.
Right. Using the Schwartz, Starr saves the planet by reversing the vacuum. Which was funny because I don't. Well, how did he get the message from Yogurt? Like the Schwartz is in you or whatever. Like, was that just like
well, I know
in his head?
when he opens the fortune cookies when he finds out he's really a prince. But
No.
that,
oh well, we didn't even like cover it. They have like a whole big fight, Lone Starr and Dark Helmet.
where they have rings, and Yogurt had given him a ring for the Schwartz, and Dark Helmet had one.
And then he loses the ring, and he gets this like vision or like this like sign was in his conscience or whatever. And it's like, the Schwartz is in you. The ring is just a thing. I got it in a cereal box, you know. Like it was like it was silly. Like it was like, and then he wins, I guess.
Another Rick Moranis gem of a moment, though. Is
your Schwartz is as big as mine. Or
no, not even. Well, that whole scene is very funny, where he's like, Lone Starr, I have something to tell you.
Oh, your brother's, cousin's, dog's, uncle's, babysitter's roommate.
What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
So good, but then it's great. And then when he goes, may the best man win. Put her there. And he steals the ring from him. He goes, I can't believe you fell for that. What's with you, man? It cracks me up.
Good.
So good. What's with you, man? It's so funny, dude.
Oh,
Rick Moranis cracks me up in this movie. Like, all right, it's a B+, and only because of Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
He makes it a B+. Like,
so
he
good.
elevates this movie so much, and I'm so glad if they're ever going to make a Spaceballs 2, which apparently they are. It better be with him.
I wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't with him.
Not without him. No way.
If Mel Gibson dies, whatever. We'll figure it out. But like
Mel Gibson.
Mel
Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
I think they're filming it now, so I think you're good.
Who's Mel Gibson?
He is an actor, but he's like a handsome action star kind of type. He's also a famous director as well.
Okay.
Braveheart is he wrote he stars in and directed Braveheart. Lethal Weapon movies. He's famous for those.
I don't know.
He directed The Passion of the Christ.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in it though. He just directed it. You know him if you saw him. He was also Mad Max, the original Mad Max in the Mad Max trilogy. Very famous actor in the 80s and 90s. He's also controversial. He's got a problem with alcohol, and he's been like, while drunk, he's made anti-Semitic slurs and racist comments as well. So, he's a mixed bag. But he's definitely talented.
Perfect.
He's extremely talented, though. There's no doubt about it.
Anyways, sorry, Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Anyways, using the Schwartz, Lone Starr saves the planet by reversing the vacuum. He then pilots Eagle 5 into Mega Maid's head. So this was after they saved the planet. I forgot. To find the self-destruct button. And battles Helmet in a Schwartz duel. But Helmet seals the ring and drops it down a grate. And Starr uses telepathic messaging from Yogurt to telling him the Schwartz is in you. Yes. Starr wields the Schwartz to reflect Helmet's energy blast with a mirror, sending him flying into the self-destruct button.
Yes.
After Eagle 5 escapes, Mega Maid explodes. Scroob, Helmet, and Colonel Sanders. Is that like a joke on something? I feel like I've heard that name before.
KFC.
Colonel Sanders. Yeah. Are left behind when all the escape pods are taken. They crash land in the remains of Mega Maid on a nearby planet populated by intelligent apes, like Planet of the Apes.
And I showed you the picture of the end of Planet of the Apes where the Statue of Liberty was in the sand. Yeah, that's what it was. A parody of that.
On Druidia, Starr and Barf learn that their debt to Pizza the Hut has been cleared by his untimely death. They return Vespa to her father, but decline payment for rescuing her. We don't know this yet. And then he leaves and reluctantly accepts that Vespa must marry a prince. After leaving a space diner, also, what was that whole thing with, like, was that like an Alien reference?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so like the guy from Alien, his like stomach like ugh, and there's like an alien that pops out and he like dances, and then they're like, oh, what did he have? He ordered a special, and Barf's like, oh, I don't want the special anymore, and they're like, check please, and then they leave the diner.
Yeah, and that was John Hurt doing a cameo. He was actually in Alien. He's also in I, Claudius, and we discussed on the last podcast, but he's a famous actor. He was also in the Harry Potter movies. He played Ollivander, the wand guy. That's him.
I think you told me this while we were watching it.
I did. It's okay.
So yeah, they leave a space diner, and Starr and Barf discover a final message from Yogurt hidden in a fortune cookie, certifying Lone Starr as a real prince. Upon returning to Druidia, just in time to stop Vespa's wedding to Valium, he reveals his royal lineage, and he and Vespa are joyously married. Yay!
Yes, very fun movie, Spaceballs. We enjoyed it very much, and now we have
obviously some more than others.
I give it a B+. You give it an A. It's pretty close. Okay. Now we have a segment we'd like to call Fun Facts. And I will kick off the Fun Facts. So the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars saga makes a cameo appearance in this movie. If you take a close look at the exterior shot of the space diner, it can be spotted parked there among the other space vehicles. Yeah. George Lucas got a chance to read the screenplay before production began and loved it so much that he decided to have his special effects company, Industrial Lights and Magic, help make the movie.
That's so cute.
Mel Brooks asked Daphne Zuniga
if Daphne Zuniga
wanted someone else to sing the bit where Vespa is in the cell singing, "Nobody knows the trouble I've seen." But she insisted she could do it, and she was right.
That was her?
That was her.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess she's a bass.
She's a bass.
Mm-hmm. In a 2013 television interview, shortly before receiving the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award, Mel Brooks stated that he personally obtained George Lucas's full permission to parody any of and all things Star Wars related, but one condition: that absolutely no merchandise of any kind be produced from this movie. This is the reason why all Yogurt and the Dinks do his merchandising. It's also why none of the merchandise seen in the movie was actually mass-produced publicly or sold in any way. I'm going to go here.
The scene in which Dark Helmet is playing with his dolls was not in the screenplay. Writer, producer, and director Mel Brooks came up with the idea on the set one day and told Rick Moranis, who then improvised the entire scene. In the DVD audio commentary, writer, producer, and I'm just going to say Mel Brooks speaks up about how difficult it was playing the character Yogurt. The gold-colored makeup gave him a terrible rash in his face and neck, which made the shooting of most of Yogurt's scene out of sequence. And since he had to walk around on his knees, they were hurting constantly, even though he was wearing knee pads. He also goes on to say that in spite of his difficulties, he enjoyed playing Yogurt tremendously, and then it was all worth it. Alright? Rick Moranis actually suggested John Candy for the role of Barf, which makes sense because they were on
SCTV. Yeah. Old friends.
According to Mel Brooks, George Lucas loved the movie and wrote him a letter after its premiere saying he thought he was going to bust something from laughing so hard. Lucas also told Brooks that he had not chosen to parody Star Wars. Had he not chosen to parody Star Wars, this movie would have succeeded as a great adventure movie. Brooks said he was extremely flattered by his compliment and support.
Okay. Sir John Hurt claimed that Mel Brooks talked him into self-parodying his role from Alien by making it sound like it would be a brief walk-on cameo. Only when Hurt came to the set did he realize that the entire scene was an elaborate spoof of the chest burster scene from Alien. Hurt figured that he ought to have asked for a salary. John Candy ad-libbed the line, "Oh, that's going to leave a mark," after standing up without undoing his seatbelt and banging his head. Yeah, like he stands up and he bangs his head. He goes, "Oh, that's going to leave a mark." And then I can tell you personally that Chris Farley absolutely stole that from John Candy, and he used that same shtick, that same comment multiple times when he banged on Tommy Boy. I'm almost pretty certain he does it. He bangs his head. And he goes, "Oh, that's going to leave a mark." So you're not ready yet.
No, I don't think he banged his head. I thought he clasped his tail or something.
No, I think he hit his head. Yeah.
Because how would he stand up without undoing his seatbelt?
I don't know. He hurt himself, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, during his scene, Michael Winslow did most of the sound effects, and the DVD audio commentary for the movie. Mel Brooks jokes that they saved around $1,000 letting him do it. The Barf costume was operated by 3 people. John Candy operated Barf's tail using a hidden control in his paw, while 2 assistants each controlled an ear. Candy's costume was powered by a 30-pound battery that he wore on his back.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's heavy. According to writer, producer, director Mel Brooks, this was one of the most expensive movies he had ever made at $25 million, with Dracula Dead and Loving It from 1995 a close second at $22 million. By contrast, The Producers, his 1967 film, cost less than $1 million to produce.
No way.
Yeah, well, it's 1967.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
I'm going to hold that for you?
No. Someone moved my bed.
Okay.
A full face mask resembling a wrinkled bulldog was originally constructed for the character Barf. But Mel Brooks, just Mel Brooks, not writer, producer, director Mel Brooks, said that if they were going to hide John Candy behind a mask, he might as well hire someone else for half the price.
Yeah.
So then a nose and upper lip piece was tried next, which Candy approved, but Brooks did not. They settled on animatronic ears connected to a hairpiece, a small nose application, and a patch over one eye, just like Petey from our gang. Mel Brooks said he wouldn't have played roles like Yogurt if Gene Wilder hadn't abandoned me to do his own movie. He added, "It was a pity that he never hoped to work with Wilder again. Sadly, this would never happen." Oh, he hoped to work with Wilder again.
Yeah.
Sadly, this never happened because he retired. Brooks retired from directing after making Dracula and Dead and Loving It, and Wilder passed away in 2016.
Very sad. Yeah, Wilder was in Young Frankenstein. He was in Blazing Saddles. I can't remember if he was in History of the World Part 1. I don't think he was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he did. They worked together quite a bit.
Gotcha. 6 complete docs make sure. So,
I was to say, Gene Wilder, just some trivia for you. He's also the original Willy Wonka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's cool. My first personal favorite is Johnny Depp.
Of course, that's the one you grew up with.
Yeah. 6 complete dot matrix suits were built for Lauren Yarnell Jansen to wear, and all of them were used up due to breakage on set. For the interior scenes, the feet were outfitted with roller skates, but for the desert exteriors, she was given flat-bottom shoes. Dot's face was somewhat inspired by Joan Rivers, who had already been contracted to provide the voice.
Okay.
All
right. So James Caan was the original choice to play Lone Starr. Unfortunately, he was struggling with addiction issues at the time. A then unknown Bill Pullman won the role as Caan was deemed too expensive to insure. James Caan, most famous for the Godfather movie. He plays Sonny. You would definitely know him from The Dad and Elf.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love him.
Okay.
He would have been good.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's good in anything. In the DVD audio commentary, writer, producer, and director Mel Brooks speaks about the various Jewish-related jokes, for example, Jewish, princess, etc., and how he felt ashamed for putting those jokes in the movie in the first place, but also felt proud for leaving them in, which that doesn't make any sense. And he was always making Jewish jokes in his movies. Like,
it's like funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one of his things. He's like,
I honestly don't think it's like one of my.
He's just he's kind of self-deprecating, but he's not doing it in a mean-spirited way. Obviously, he's Jewish himself, and he's just kind of just making fun of the stereotypes.
Right. My friend from school who is Jewish, she makes jokes about how her sister is like a Jewish princess. Like she makes jokes. Like I don't think it's that serious to make fun of yourself or somebody if you're not meaning it in a harmful way. It's not.
I had a very good friend named David Miller, God rest his soul, who loved this movie so much. He was Jewish and he loved "Fooled You" so much. He and I used to say it together all the time. But he was always making Jewish jokes, but I didn't make them back because I'm not Jewish. So but he always did it.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's all about context, man.
Yeah.
President Scrooge's name is an anagram for Mel Brooks' name. Okay.
I don't get it.
An anagram. Scrooge's is Scrooge.
I thought an anagram was the backwards.
Yeah, Brooks.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the scene where Dark Helmet is dressed in safari clothes, searching for Lone Starr and the others with binoculars, he is on top of a floating vehicle. In reality, the vehicle was not floating, but suspended on wires or suspended on wires of any kind. It was actually on top of a platform that was surrounded by mirrors that reflected the sand around it to give the appearance of it floating.
That's
And this
so
is
smart.
this is exactly how the land speeder effect in Star Wars was first achieved.
That is really smart.
Mm-hmm. Every time Dark Helmet has his face covered, his voice is lower and more basal, similar to James Earl Jones when he played Darth Vader. He also speaks with an African accent. And the DVD commentary, Mel Brooks says that Dark Helmet's voice changing whenever his face was covered was actually Rick Moranis' idea. Curiously, Moranis' Dark Helmet voice bears resemblance to that of actor and stuntman David Prowse, who physically portrayed Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy. The box for Spaceballs, the breakfast cereal, says it contains 100% sugar. That's funny.
Steve Martin was the original choice for Colonel Sanders.
I could absolutely see that, but the only problem is I don't think it's a big enough role for
No,
somebody of
really
his caliber.
funny enough.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He doesn't make many jokes.
Exactly. So somebody of his caliber, that would be wasted on him.
Yeah. The filmmakers had to replace the original title of this movie, Planet Moron, when they heard about the British science fiction spoof Morons from Outer Space. But I think Spaceballs is good.
Oh, I just caught myself on. So my brother making the ball jokes about me, as you can see. I'm not bald. Receding a little bit. I'm not
Balding.
bald.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, the back. There's no bald spot in the back.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, just a little receding. That's pretty natural. Anyway, but I'll probably be shaving it again soon because your mother hates it when I grow it. She likes it shaved.
I do too.
Well, your mom's opinion is really the only one that matters to me because she's the only one I care if she finds me attractive.
Okay.
I mean, your opinion matters to me, but not about my looks.
Spaceballs, the book, the novelization by R.L. Stein, reveals the name of the dinks to be Rinky Dink, Blinky Dink, Stinky Dink, Pinky Dink, Finky Dink, and Winky Dink, which I'm sure is like the sneezy, happy, dopey, whatever it's like. It's funny. When President Screw meets Charlene and Marlene, the twins, he orders them to chew their gum, which is a reference to the Double Mint television commercials featuring the Gallup twins. Costume designer Don Feld based the look of Barf based on his own collie, Bosco, as well as the Cowardly Lion, which we see in when they're walking up to yogurt. It's kind of like a reference to
100%.
Wizard of Oz.
Not like a reference. It completely is a parody of it.
Oh.
Yeah. So, one of the dinks was played by Tony Cox, who also played an Ewok in Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Oh, what did I say?
Yeah, that's great. So, and last one. Mel Brooks praised his entire cast, but he's especially fond of Rick Moranis as the actor who was invested in the film and would go above and beyond in every scene. Agreed. He also showed love to the late John Candy, whose Barf brings him continual joy. 100% agree with that. John Candy always brings continual joy in everything he's in. He's just lovely to watch on film. And Rick Moranis absolutely is the MVP of this film and just completely went above and beyond for this role. He's so good in it. It's my favorite thing he's ever done, for sure.
Yeah.
So there you go. That was another episode of Rewind GenX Podcast with Matt and Allie. Oh, we didn't discuss what we're doing next time. I'm so used to saying next week, but we're coming out every 2 weeks now. What do you want to do?
I don't know. That's usually your job.
Well, I'll give you a choice. We can do either.
No, well, don't tell them.
Why not? It's okay. We'll either do 10 Things I Hate About You, or we'll do The Big Lebowski.
Let's do The Big Lebowski.
Okay. That actually might be 2000, or maybe it's 99.
No way.
Let's see. What year's The Big Lebowski? I mean, we're doing it regardless. I don't care because it's amazing. 1998. We're covered. We're
safe.
Good. We're safe.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll be seeing in 2
weeks. The Big Lebowski. We'll see that in 2 weeks.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
This has been Rewind GenX Podcast with Matt and Allie.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Allie.
God bless.